What is the primary function of the respiratory system?
Respiration.
Which gas is essential for human respiration?
Oxygen.
Which gas is expelled during exhalation?
Carbon dioxide.
Which organ is the main organ of respiration?
Lungs.
Air enters the body through the
Nose.
which structure filters dust from inhaled air?
Nasal hairs.
Which cavity is located inside the nose?
Nasal cavity.
Which structure is commonly called the voice box?
Larynx.
Which structure is commonly called the windpipe?
Trachea.
The trachea divides into two.
Bronchi.
Each bronchus enters which organ?
Lung.
Bronchi divide into smaller tubes called?
Bronchioles.
Gas exchange occurs in the
Alveoli.
alveoli are surrounded by?
Capillaries.
Which gas diffuses from alveoli into blood?
Oxygen.
Which gas diffuses from blood into alveoli?
Carbon dioxide.
How many lungs are present in humans?
2.
Which lung has 3 lobes?
Right lung.
Which lung has 2 lobes?
Left lung.
Which membrane covers the lungs?
Pleura.
The space between the pleural membranes contains?
Pleural fluid.
Which muscle is the primary muscle of breathing?
Diaphragm.
Which muscles assist in breathing?
Intercostal muscles.
Which organ is shared by the respiratory and digestive systems?
Pharynx.
Which flap prevents food from entering the trachea?
Epiglottis.
What is the process of inhaling air called?
Inhalation.
What is the process of expelling air called?
Exhalation.
During inhalation, the diaphragm?
Contracts.
During exhalation, the diaphragm?
Relaxes.
During inhalation, the rib cage?
Moves upward and outward.
During exhalation, the rib cage?
Moves inward and downward.
What happens to the thoracic cavity during inhalation?
Expands.
What happens to lung pressure during inhalation?
Decreases.
Air moves into the lungs because?
Lung pressure is lower than atmospheric pressure.
Which pigment carries oxygen in blood?
Hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin is present in?
Red blood cells.
Oxygen is transported mainly as?
Oxyhemoglobin.
Most carbon dioxide is transported as?
Bicarbonate ions.
Which blood vessels carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart?
Pulmonary veins.
Which blood vessels carry deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs?
Pulmonary arteries.
Normal breathing at rest is called?
Tidal breathing.
The volume of air inhaled or exhaled during normal breathing is called?
Tidal volume.
Which instrument measures lung capacity?
Spirometer.
The average resting respiratory rate of a healthy adult is approximately
12 to 20 breaths min.
Which gas stimulates the breathing center most strongly?
Carbon dioxide.
The respiratory center is located in the
Medulla oblongata.
which process exchanges oxygen and carbon dioxide in the lungs?
Diffusion.
Gas exchange occurs because of differences in
Pressure gradient.
Which cells require oxygen for cellular respiration?
All body cells.
Cellular respiration mainly produces?
ATP.
What is the functional unit of the lungs?
Alveolus.
Approximately how many alveoli are present in both lungs?
300 million.
Alveoli provide a large surface area for?
Gas exchange.
Which gas has the highest concentration in inhaled air?
Nitrogen.
Which gas increases in exhaled air?
Carbon dioxide.
Which process releases energy from food inside cells?
Respiration.
Cellular respiration mainly occurs in which organelle?
Mitochondria.
Which molecule is the main energy currency of the cell?
ATP.
Aerobic respiration requires?
Oxygen.
Anaerobic respiration occurs in the absence of?
Oxygen.
Anaerobic respiration in muscles produces?
Lactic acid.
Lactic acid accumulation commonly causes?
Muscle cramps.
Which respiratory pigment is found in red blood cells?
Hemoglobin.
Which blood protein transports oxygen?
Hemoglobin.
Which organ removes carbon dioxide from the blood?
Lungs.
Which side of the heart pumps blood to the lungs?
Right side.
Pulmonary circulation occurs between the?
Heart and lungs.
Which circulation supplies oxygenated blood to the body?
Systemic circulation.
Which gas combines with hemoglobin more strongly than oxygen?
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide poisoning mainly reduces the transport of?
Oxygen.
Smoking primarily damages which lung structures?
Alveoli.
Which disease causes narrowing of the airways?
Asthma.
Which disease is caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis?
Tuberculosis.
Which disease causes inflammation of the bronchi?
Bronchitis.
Which disease destroys the walls of alveoli?
Emphysema.
Which disease is caused by inflammation of the lungs?
Pneumonia.
Which disease is commonly caused by allergens?
Asthma.
Which disease is caused by a bacterial infection?
Tuberculosis.
Which respiratory disease is caused by a virus?
Influenza.
Which habit is the leading cause of lung cancer?
Smoking.
Which organ shares the thoracic cavity with the lungs?
Heart.
Which side of the diaphragm moves during inhalation?
Downward.
Which gas is essential for cellular respiration?
Oxygen.
Which gas is the major waste product of respiration?
Carbon dioxide.
Which blood cells transport oxygen?
Red blood cells.
Which protein gives blood its red color?
Hemoglobin.
Which chamber receives oxygenated blood from the lungs?
Left atrium.
Which chamber pumps oxygenated blood to the body?
Left ventricle.
Which respiratory organ contains the vocal cords?
Larynx.
Which structure prevents food from entering the windpipe?
Epiglottis.
Which structure carries air directly to the alveoli?
Bronchioles.
Which membrane surrounds each lung?
Pleura.
What is the normal breathing process called?
Ventilation.
Which process exchanges gases in the alveoli?
Diffusion.
Which gas diffuses into the blood in the lungs?
Oxygen.
Which gas diffuses from blood into the alveoli?
Carbon dioxide.
Which respiratory disease damages the alveoli permanently?
Emphysema.
Which disease is characterized by wheezing?
Asthma.
Which respiratory disease spreads through airborne droplets?
Tuberculosis.
Which vitamin supports normal immune function and helps maintain healthy respiratory tissues?
Vitamin A.